How you do? It's Rusty. Hey, cousins. Welcome back, guys. I got a great little video here for you today. Well, I guess you'll be the judge of that. I think it's quite nice. But we're talking about making big bulk listings. And today, the topic is postcards. Why? Because people tend to like our postcard videos. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is show you a few large lots that I'm putting together. Actually, 3 lots. One is real picture postcards. Another one is postcards, but they're not photograph postcards. They're just really old, early 1900s ones. And then also just some old black and white photographs. We're going to make lots. I'm going to show you my process, how I do it, how I list them, and show you the whole thing. So if you ever want to do, it doesn't have to be this type of category. It could be any category. But this is how I do a large lot listing on eBay. All right, folks, this is what we're working with today. As you can see, I've got 3 separate stacks here. These are all of my real picture postcards, all right? Sectioned up into lots of about 75 to 100 postcards. I've laid them out, several of them, to get started with my photographs. This is the first thing I do, is I sort them out. This one I've already done. These are a bunch of old postcards from the early 1900s. Various things. Beach scenes, buildings, battleships, various things like that. Nice old scenes. A lot of these are postmarked and have dates on them from the cancellations, 1910, early 1900s. There's 114 in this lot. This is a large lot of black and white photographs. Various things, guys. People playing music. We've got, there's another one with a guy with a saxophone. He's just blowing his heart out there. Got ones of animals, little puppy dogs. All kinds of stuff here, guys. Really cool stuff. I've already gone through and photographed this as well. There's an old airplane. Shots of people. Some of these are really old, guys. Some of these are early 1900s, maybe even into the late 1800s. Some really cool scenes, guys. Got some from World War II in Japan. I've got others that are just from, kind of out in the countryside. But what I do is I get these together. I come over and I lay out a bunch like this. There's maybe 20 to 30 postcards. And I take a photograph basically at this level right here. Here's why I do that. Whenever I have 12 photos to work with in eBay, 12, that's it. So when you have hundreds of items in a lot, it's difficult because you want to show everything you possibly can. If you get in close and zoom, I'll just bring it up closer so you can see it. I got a variety of stuff here. I got ships. Here's some old trees. Some old guys. Sloppy Louis. You can see how these are shimmering. Some horse and buggy shots. Got ships. A guy with an old bicycle. A bunch of cool stuff here. Airplanes. This is a mixed lot, guys. The deal is all of these are either what they call a real picture postcard. They're on photo paper, or they are just a printed postcard that came from a real photograph that somebody took. So this is a good idea. What I'll do is I'll come up here and I'll take a photo. Bam. That's one of my 12 shots. I got a lot of these in there. I'm going to try to get every single one of these in a shot like that. And the reason is 2 reasons. Number one, when a person sees that photograph on eBay, they can zoom in themselves and they can see every single one of those cards. I do that because I want the buyer to know exactly what they're getting. You'll see a lot of these mixed lots of things like postcards and other stuff where they'll show you a handful of the nicer ones in the lot, and then they don't show you any of the others. And it's a little bit of a gamble. Sometimes that works because people are like, ooh, everything's in there like that. This will be valuable. But I find that if I don't show everything that's in the lot, I get a lower price, number one, and number two, they're more likely to be have a problem or be disappointed with what they got because they didn't exactly know what was in that lot. Okay, so I don't want to mislead anybody. I'm going to show everybody what I've got. Let me go through here and take all the photos of these, and in a little bit we're going to throw them up on the computer. Whew, guys, I've done 5 of these sets. I'm starting to get fatigued a little bit. But I want to show you this. I'm now into a lot of the old military stuff from back during World War II, back in the 40s. And just some really cool old shots of men on battleships here. There they caught a shark. Here they all are kind of sitting around. This is just life in the Navy in wartime. Here's some camps. Here they are just doing this and that. This is a Navy tradition where they're crossing the prime meridian. This is just views off of the boat. Just kind of going through. Here they are getting out, kind of doing their just different exercises and stuff. Oh man, just such a cool lot. Just a look back in time, guys, of what this was like for these men, these young men, out here having a good time in some of these shots. Other times working, other times, you know, taking baths and getting you know, kind of wrestling around in there. Just the coolest. I'm going to show you this one shot. Let me find it here. Very cool. Right here. This one right here. Just look at this candid shot of these men on this boat. Man, that's... Sometimes I come across stuff, guys, lots like this, and I think, maybe I don't need to sell it. Maybe I'll just hold on to it, because I don't collect. I do this to make a living. Look at these guys. Look what they're dressed up like. Look at that huge beard. How awesome. All right. Those 2 on the left I've done. This one right here in the middle, I got to finish her up. All right, finally finished up. I don't know how many full photographs I took of all these lots, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come over here to my computer, and I'm going to hotspot them from my phone into this folder right here. Now that I have all my photos on my computer, it's time to start creating my listing. Just go into your eBay portal there, your seller dashboard, and click on create a listing, or you can go find a listing someone else has done and sell a similar item. I like to do that because it saves me some time. Let me show you how. Right, cousins, what I've done is just gone on and searched for RPPC lot. That stands for Real Picture Postcard. I'm not interested in what is for sale currently. I'm interested in what has sold. So I'm going to go down to the bottom of the left. I'm going to click on what's sold. And what's more is I'm going to want to see the highest priced thing. Okay? So, here we are. Over 1,600 antique and vintage ship postcards. That's interesting. 2 large boxes. Looks like hundreds of dollars is the most anything has sold for. Okay, I just want to kind of get an idea here. 700 RPPC, yada yada. Let's click on this one and take a look at it. Here we go. All right. Coming down here, we see that we have several of these. This is not entirely real picture postcards. It's a mixture. They're just kind of doing giving you a general idea of what is in here. Okay, I like this okay. What I'm going to do is essentially click sell now. I have one to sell. I'm going to sell that one. What that does is it basically copies the entire listing. Okay, then I just have to change a few things. First off, I'm going to say enormous collector's lot, hundreds of RPPC real picture postcards. And then say, you know, rare antique. There you go. Not too terrible. I'm getting some of these words in here. Antique, rare, RPPC, collectors, you know, the word lot, because I want people to know. Let's make sure the category is correct. Collectibles, postcards, other collectibles. I'm just going to take a look here and see. Look at this. Collectibles, postcards, real photo. That's what I want, friends. Because this is not a mixture lot. This is all real photo postcards. Okay? So now all I have to do is add these photos. Click on Add the Photos, Postcards. Here are all of the ones that I took. As they're loading here, guys, you can see I just need to make sure that they come in correctly, vertically. Sometimes they come in horizontally or vertically when they're not supposed to be. So let's click on it. Look at that. I got to adjust it. Just going to turn it. Oop, went one too far. There we go. Save it. Now I got to go do this on every one of them. Now that I have all of my photos the correct direction, and I've made my very first one just a picture of the, piles of them, and then they think, oh, well, let me look at some more photos and see what's in here. You can see I've got several of these that show all of the cards involved here, okay? Now I need to come down. Real photo. Yes, it is real photo. It's mixed. I'm just going to write real photo again on here, RPPC. Unposted and posted, that is true. That's really all I need to put in there personally. I think that that's going to do it. Then in here, you just want to write some kind of description. I'm going to tell you right now that most of the time I don't put a whole lot of effort into my descriptions. It has not seemed to matter. However, in this, I'm just going to write up a few words. And let me stop, write this up, and show you what I got. Guys, I wrote up a little description here basically saying what this lot is, that I'm not going to sell these for super cheap. This is a very nice collector's lot. Please don't, contact me telling me that you get these for 5 or 10 cents all the time. I've heard that stuff. And if you can buy those for that cheap, then go do it. Don't hassle me. So, but if you're interested, please message me. Let me know. We'll talk about it. So that's essentially all I put in there. I said that it has several different categories. It's real picture, postcards, yada, yada. So here we are. I'm going to do an auction style on this. And I am starting this off at $1,000. That's right, folks. There's probably 500 or 600 cards in here. Each of these cards, I have either seen that card or a similar card sell for $10 or more a piece. So if I sold each of these individually for $10 and there were 500 in here, that'd be $5,000. I'm starting this at $1,000. I'd be happy to get that. If no one buys it, I'll split up and sell them individually. It's not a problem. This is what I do for a living. It's just time. I could make more money that way anyways, but I'm just trying to, here at the end of the year, push out this old inventory and make way for new stuff. So I'm not going to do any buy it now. I'm not going to let people make offers. I'm just letting this run at 7 days. That's basically it. Come on down here, my store. We always do free returns for 30 days, or returns accepted for any reason at all. Cost, depending on what it is, this is going to be somewhat heavy. But I'm just going to do free shipping because people like free shipping, and I don't mind eating that cost a little bit. If the person's going to fork over that kind of money for a bunch of postcards, I'm happy to do it. And folks, that's really it. It doesn't cost me anything to list this because it's the beginning of the month. I pay for a subscription on eBay, and so that means I get a certain number of free listings. But this is what it looks like, guys. It's super easy. I copied someone else's. I made sure that the categories are correct. Certain things are in here. I like my title okay. I have shown the potential buyers every single card in this. They can get on and they can enlarge that. They can zoom in themselves on their computer. They can be very happy about what I have in here, and if they like it and they want to bid on it, then they'll bid. And that's essentially it. I could have done a buy it now at a higher amount. And I might still do that. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to show you how all this works. It's very simple, guys. All I need to do if I want to list it now is just list item. But since I'm doing this for the purposes of video, I'm going to go back and double check so I don't make a mistake. I'm just going to save that as a draft. Folks, it's really that simple. I do this all day, even on weekends sometimes. I'm listing stuff. Usually it's things individually, but sometimes I do these lots. If it weren't for the fact that it was so many and it took me a few minutes to actually photograph them, I could do a listing like this in no time flat. I take my photos, I roll over to my computer, I send those photos to my desktop or my laptop, whatever I'm working on, or even on just the app on my phone. I create, I copy a listing or I create my own. I check all of the categories and all that stuff to make sure it's correct. The basic stuff. You add the photos, the title, the description, the cost, the type, whether it's an auction or a buy it now, and then your shipping situation. And that's roughly it. Throw that up there. In 7 days, somebody will buy it or they won't. And if they don't, I got another tactic. I'll either lower the price, I'll do a buy it now, maybe I'll split them up and sell them individually. I have lots of different tactics depending on the time of year and what I'm trying to achieve. Am I trying to make money quickly, or am I okay to let it ride for a while? It just depends. We got a lot of different types of stuff that we sell, antiques and collectibles. Sometimes I'm listing stuff because of a certain time of year, because I know it's going to be popular right then. Like right now, Halloween is popular, so that. But you know what? In a couple weeks, turn around the corner, I'm going to be selling lots of toys and lots of Christmas-related stuff. Antique die cuts of Santa Claus, postcards of Santa Claus, various things like that, because there's no greater time in the year as far as interest than right around when that holiday occurs. So I hope this gave you some ideas, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at some of those old postcards. I'm always looking for those. If you can find cards that are nice like this, real picture postcards for under $1, they're pretty good. It's a pretty good idea to snatch them up, because those things hold and retain their value very, very well. Well, cousins, happy hunting. Good luck. Rusty, 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 Rusty,